Hello. Welcome, welcome. It's Whiskey Wednesday. It's Whiskey Wednesday, everyone. We're here for another fun-filled night. I see Stephanie is here from Made on Maple Lane. Welcome, Stephanie. How are you tonight? I have got every color in the rainbow out here tonight because I don't know what I'm going to use. Combination of a lot of DIY. Who's ready for some DIY painting? Y'all know what it means on Whiskey Wednesday. Who do we have here? We have Lindsay from Boston. Welcome, Lindsay. I should really clean up that background back there because it's a mess, but you don't care, do you? Zella. Good evening, Zella. Sheila. Hey, guys. Carrie. Good morning. Kiri is here. Oh, Carrie is here. I'm like, who's here? Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Good morning. Stephanie says a DIY. Lindsay Tyler says not at all. You don't mind that. I know you don't. Good evening from hot Texas. Constance, not hot here in Wisconsin. This Connie is always cold though, so. But it's not hot. I don't know what the temp is out there, Wilson. I don't know what it is today. It was it was 77 today, but I still have a sweatshirt on.
Sheila says hi, guys.
Hey, Sheila. Welcome, welcome. Dee says hello, everyone. Carrie said, laugh out loud, your typos. It's okay. I figured it out. Hey, Melanie from North Carolina here. Hey, Melanie. Welcome, welcome. And Marla is here from Rust to Roses Vintage. Hey, from Las Vegas. Marla had a really good YouTube she put out last week for Flippin' Frenzy while I was on vacation. Zella says, my friend Constance is here. She's my thrifting buddy. What a great buddy to have. And her name is Constance. My name is not Constance. My mom didn't want me to graduate from high school as Constance May Emmerich. She wanted me to graduate from high school as Connie May Emmerich. So she was already thinking of me graduating from high school on the day she had me. Isn't that sad? So my name is Connie, not Constance. Florida is hot. However, I have a lot of people who do call me Constance. Constance May is what they call me. Hot as heck in Boston, 98 degrees, feels like 105. Ooh, those are some hot temps. We hit 100 today, said Zella. Zella, sorry. Hey, Kathy from Waste Not Upcycled. Stephanie said it's hot in Pennsylvania. Carrie says, can't wait to see what you are doing tonight. We'll get to it in just a minute. Florida is hot, says Nancy. Kathy, hey, Connie. Lindsay sent a laughy face. Hey, everyone from Connecticut. Excellent, Luann from Connecticut. Natalie from Sparks of Joy Studio says, hey, happy Wednesday. Any car stories tonight? Car stories. Did I have car stories? I don't know. Natalie, did I have a car story? I have all kinds of stories. Cat stories. No. Now I know what you're talking about. No, we had no cats here tonight. Well, we had a cat, but he was just wandering on through. We have all kinds of cats that just wander on through. Most of them don't stay and meow at me. I got lots of flack for that last week. So let me just tell you, I may not like cats, but I'm not going to hurt them, which is why I found someone to take that annoying cat. Thank you, Lisa Stevens. West Coast Contessa says, good evening, Connie. Good evening, West Coast. And Lisa, happy DIY. And Natalie says, I meant cat. I gotcha. DIY, Lisa. Barbara says, we're hot, but used to it here in Arizona. Yeah, I bet you are. I'm used to cold here in Wisconsin, so I have a jacket on. Zella saying hi to Natalie, and she's laughing. Lindsay Taylor says, I was laughing at your mom and already thinking about you being 18 and graduating when naming you. I know, Lindsay, but I did get my mom. She didn't get her way. Like, she wanted me to graduate as Connie Mae Emmerich and not Constance Mae Emmerich. But she didn't get her way. I got my way. I graduated as Connie Mae Hemmer. I got married before I graduated from high school. So I wasn't in the E's, I was in the H's. True story. Natalie says, hey Zilla, how are you? And Stephanie says, PETA. Yeah, you know it. Zella says, doing good, very busy. Aspen, hey, great to see you. Nice to see you too, Aspen. And Natalie says, busy as always. Nice, Zella. Thank you for communicating, everyone. The West Coast Contessa says, Eastern Oklahoma had 102 today and very humid. What is wrong with Wisconsin? What is wrong with us? Yeah, we're full of Canadian smoke and we had 77 degrees today. Come on, guys. I'll give you 77. You give me the 102. I'll take it. You got married and changed your last name? That's crazy. I know. Yeah. Before I graduated from high school. But I did graduate. All right. We're going to hook you up that other camera right now. I have so many stories, guys. Your head would spin if you knew how many stories I had. Lots of them. All right. I thought my light was broke today, so I ordered a different light from Amazon. And come to find out, just before I went live, it was like 2 minutes to, and he's like, really? He said, you don't have anything set up. And I said, I do too. And he goes, oh, I didn't realize you did that. He said, where's your light? I said, it don't work. I ordered a new one. He said, no, I unplugged it last night. Okay. That'd be the blonde hair. Check the cord, Connie. Check the cord. So anyway, I do have my ring light on, but I have another one coming. Yeah. Luann says, I would love 70. Send it east. You got it. And Lindsay says, nothing wrong. 77 is perfect. Pretty picture. I thought so too, but it's not pretty enough. We're going to actually do something with it. Love that frame. So Wilson took this picture apart tonight and said, oh my gosh, where'd you get that frame? Because it is dirty. It was from the thrift store. They obviously didn't love it to even clean it. Natalie's laughing at my story. Thanks for the help, Wilson. Yeah.
I think he was laughing at me, Wilson.
Oh, well, Amazon is easy to return to. You know what? You never know when a light is going to go bad, so I'll just keep it. And Lisa is Wilson. I know, that darn Wilson. Just so y'all know, I have my shirt girl, and my shirt girl is making me up a few t-shirts. And one of them might have Wilson's name on it. Make it spooky. I can't, Stephanie. I'll tell you a story in a minute. I can't make this spooky. We'll go to the picture now. We're not. One more. Such a good idea. It is a good idea. This is a link to a YouTube where I did make one spooky. So I posted the link in there. Copy that link. Don't go watch it now. Stay here with me. And my sister got that one. She got the spooky one, Halloween-ish. It's not really too spooky. And she wants one for every season. So I picked her up a Christmas one, and we'll do that one on YouTube again. I'll do a whole YouTube on that. And this one we're going to do in summer, since she wants one for every season. We're still in summer right now. So I'm going to paint this one to be a summer scene, because right now I'm not really sure what season it is. Obviously winter, because there's no fall. There's no fall or winter because there's no leaves on the trees. There's no snow on the roof, but this is all white. Well, that's what I thought too. So I'm not really sure what season it is, but it's going to be summer. So I'm going to take this frame away, but that is the frame. And I don't remember if I kept her frame wood or if I painted it. So I'll have to look back and know what I do with the frame. So we're not touching the frame. Hey, Kathy Henricks. Welcome, welcome, Kathy. I've seen Kathy today and we traded a few things. So that was fun. So I have some ideas. I pulled out a few ideas. I just looked at it and said, honey, what do you see on here? So this back here is kind of yellow. So I've seen a sunrise. Like we're going to expand this background here to be a sunrise. Okay. I've seen hollyhocks, like hollyhocks by the side of the barn. And maybe over and along this house line right here. And I seen a barn quilt hanging on the barn because my sister is a quilter. So I seen a barn quilt hanging there. Daisies in the front. So daisies right here in the front. Coneflowers by these rocks with all this long grass. A white fence. Not sure about the white fence yet. Like, I don't know where it would go. A windmill. I could put a windmill over here. I'm not crazy about that. So I don't know if we'll do that yet. And thank you, Lisa.
Bobby,
Hey, Bobby. Thank
Hi,
you, thank you, thank you. So there's this little cart right here. You can't see it very well. So I thought I could put a pot of flowers on there, right there. Maybe some flowers around it. Obviously, I need to put some leaves on the trees. And I have to, this is looks like a garage too, because it's got this bigger door here. And I'm going to make that into a house. And of course, I want it to be a bright, fun house because it's summertime. This is a barn. Jeez. Oh my gosh, Wilson can't even tell that's a barn. And so those are some of the ideas that I have. That is everything that I got by looking at this picture. So then I went on Pinterest. Here's some flowers, some hollyhock looking flowers and some poppies. Here is some flowers by some rocks. Here is some black-eyed Susans, but coneflowers in my case. Here is a barn with some chickens by it. So if we get really creative, we might put some chickens there. I think I really did grab it for the fence. And then also it has a silo, which this one doesn't have a silo. So I don't know. We're probably not going to get this all done on here tonight, I'm telling you. And then this one has a stream right here with some fun wildflowers. But let me go back to this. I could see a stream running through here, right? Like that. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
Judy says, hi everyone, DIY time open. DIY Judy.
DIY Judy. And then here's my daisies in the front. Here's a pink house with yellow door and trim. DIY, guys, because that is the cutest. We might have to make a pink house. Oh, weather vane's a good idea too. And then, of course, my barn quilt. So I wanted something easy. So it might be this one, or it might be this one. That's going to hang on the barn. One at a time, guys. One at a time. So if you watched my YouTube, I speeded up a little bit, but you're going to have to be in for the long run. I got to put my spectacles on because I got to see what I'm doing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this house. So we're going to go in with some marquee. And I got to have some pretty small brushes for tonight. I don't normally like to use these smaller brushes, but it is what it is. Okay. We should probably find the picture of the house. Okay. So the object of this is to not paint the whole thing, to leave some of the original image and not paint the whole thing. So that is what we're going to do. But this house is way too cool. I think, Wilson, I didn't grab my water bottle. Will you grab it for me, please? Oh, I don't like that brush at all. That's a bad brush. Or my paint is too thick. I can tell already just going in and making one brush stroke. So we're going to go in and paint this house red. We don't have to paint it all the way down to the ground because we're going to be doing that with, we're going to make some hollyhocks or something. Thanks, Wilson. Now, this side that I just painted is going to be lighter because it's facing us. So I wanted a little bit of that light to be coming through. And then that side is going to be darker. And I think I have to cover up some of that door, like that door looked like a garage door. Okay, that, in my opinion, is too red. It's too red. Looks like the barn. So we're going to pinky that up. Okay. And you know, guys, I'm always really picky. So hopefully you don't get too tired of me going back and mixing some shadows and stuff in there, because you need those shadows. All right, I have one of the painterly colors, and I'm gonna have some pink. We want that house to be more pink than red. So I'm going right in with that pink. And then adding that pink to some white. Adding a little pink on there on the top. All right, the house is pink. I like it. I need a little bit of a highlight on here though. That door will pop in a minute. Okay, let's work on the sunrise. That sunrise, I'm going to leave all of that color right there. We're just going to brighten it up. We're going to brighten it up with liquid sunshine. And we need some beadboard. Excellent. It's barely even started yet, Lisa. Okay, so we're going to whiten this up right here because we're going to add yellow to it. And I want to make sure that it has a base of paint. It's okay if I go over the branches because we're going to be going over them anyway. I just won't go over the trunks. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some brighter yellow to blend into what's already there. Remember, what we want to do is use what's already there. Okay, that's our yellow. Now we're going to have some Summer Crush. into our yellow so that it's a little bit brighter. I'm going to water it down. I've missed it a little bit. This is watercolor paper, so it's got some texture to it. So I'm going to mist it every now and then to get the paint to flow a little bit better. This is going to be kind of a quiet live because I got to do too much painting. You guys are just going to have to watch me paint.
And have a drink every now and then.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the drinking game part.
You gotta have a drink.
We're going to fade that in.
Amazing how you can change the picture of the original old black and white soft.
Yeah. And that's what this kind of is supposed to be like. It's supposed to it's supposed to be like in the old days where they painted an actual photo. So that's what I think someone who came and thought about this and thought, hey, wouldn't that be kind of cool to take that old discarded art that's at the thrift stores and make them into something that's pretty? And so that's what this kind of is like. So there's the sunrise, guys. I need a little bit more yellow. I'm out of yellow because I see over here on the left, I need a little bit more sunrise. Whoops. There. So this is the original. And then that I added to it. All right, we're going to leave that because I really like it. Is that part of the barn? Must be part of the barn. All right, it's DIY time. Guys, we have barely gotten started. Okay, we got a pink house. Oh, as long as we got the yellow out, let's do those windows. Let's do yellow windows and doors. So I need white first. I was going to read some comments, but you can bear with me for a little bit longer. So I'm going to go in and make the door white first. And those windows, I don't really want the windows white. So I'm going to use my liner brush. And I'm going to go around the windows. This house has a lot of windows. Okay, why I did that is because yellow won't show up without the white behind it. It will, but it'll take a lot of coats. Now we want a yellow door. And of course, we don't want a flat old yellow door. So I have to add a little bit of orange to it for the itchy nose. All right, I think that looks good. There's my, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of glow to the windows. How's that? So the trouble that you might have is I can see my paper is warping right now because I added water to it. But what I will do is when I'm all done, if I paint the back side of the paper, it's going to, it has paint on the front and paint on the back side. So then it won't have any competition to warp it around. And then after both sides are dried, completely dried, then I'll put it in between two pieces of cardboard, and then I'll stack something really heavy on top of it. Let it sit for a couple days, and it'll flatten right out. So just in case you do this and your paper warps like that, don't worry. Just keep going. You can straighten it out. All right, what should we do next? How about some cone flowers, guys? Well, let's do that barn quilt. Because let's just stick to the background there. Let me find my barn quilt. I don't know which one I want to do. I think this one is going to be easier for me. We're going to put it, you want it there? Yeah, because I think I want hollyhocks there. So let's put this barn quilt right here. All right. I can already tell you I need a much smaller brush. And so this is not going to be any science to this. Let's make that barn quilt a blue. gonna have a blue center square. And then it's gonna have, then I gotta wash my brush. And then let's go in with, let's just do red. I didn't think about what colors I wanted my barn quilt. So I'm winging this. So if I go from this side of the square and make a triangle right here, and then this side of the square to the edge of the board and make that a triangle. This one, make that a triangle. And this one, I hope you're talking amongst yourselves because I can't chat with you tonight. I can't chat. Now we're going to go back to the blue. And then we're going to go up to the top and down to the middle. If I was doing a real barn quilt, I'd be measuring, guys. But I'm not. Okay, now we're going to take and make a lighter blue. And we're going to do the squares on the outside. And then we need some little up there. Oh, that's weathered wood. Oh, there it is. Okay, little black straw. And then I'm going to outline this barn quilt. And then I promise I'll read some comments. And to have a DIY. Whoa. My brush is leaking. Okay. This is where my barn quilt actually looks like a barn quilt. I hope. He kind of looks like a blob on there, doesn't he? It looks good. Trust me, it looks good. Okay. Let's look at, I like that pink house. I have no idea where I left off. I think it was here. We're just gonna go here. I remember when you did the spooky one. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, spooky one is fun to watch. Stephanie likes watching me paint. Good, because that's what I was doing tonight. Let's have DIY. I didn't hear anybody say it yet. Oh, Bobby just said DIY, Connie. Listen, I got you for it, Bobby. That was a long time ago. Yep. We only have 2 seasons in North Texas, hot and cold. We have 4. This is going to be super cool. Thank you, Lindsay. A little pond off to the back right of the barn would be cute. That'd be hard to fit it in there. We'll see. Hi, everyone. Oh, that's Judy, DIY Wilson and Connie. Kathy said, how about a weather vane? I was caught up this far. Well, Wilson was. Luann says, maybe just a post and rail fence in the corner. Yeah, good idea. D, I've got the stream ideas. DIY. A lot of great ideas. Thank you, Luann. Vicky says, I need more Orgel mouthwash. Okay, Vicky. I don't got that for you. Connie said, hello, everyone. Connie, you are very talented. Thank you, Connie. That's so sweet of you. Is that an old canvas or just like a print? It's a print from a frame. So it's an old print that someone stuck in a frame and let it have like years and years and years of dust on top of it. This is so cool. I could watch you paint all day. Excellent, Lindsay, because that's all I was doing. At Lisa loves it. Susan said, sorry, you're late. You're not late. Brenda, oh my God, crap, I'm late. You're not late. And this was Priscilla's that Wilson that read. It's amazing how you can change a picture like that years ago. Yes. Natalie said, no worries about not being able to talk. Watching you paint is mesmerizing. I love this. Thank you, Natalie. She's saying hi to Susan and Brenda. Lindsay said, okay, so I already want to move into this picture. Excellent. And Natalie said, agreed, Lindsay. And Susan is saying hi. Diana says, finally caught alive watching while doing Debbie's stencil paint kit. Excellent, Diana. Now, Connie, this is not quite the barn quilt we all had in mind for Whiskey Wednesday. No, it's not. But that one, I'm working on it. I'm working on that, Brenda. Don't worry. We're going to be doing one, just not tonight. I didn't have everything all lined up. When I do a barn quilt, I need Wilson to be part of my barn quilt because he does all the measurements for me. So I have the design, the Christmas design that I'm working. I shouldn't say Christmas, winter design that I'm working on. I'll do one off camera and then I'll do the next one on the live. So that way Wilson and I both know what we're doing. Gail says, I'm loving it. Excellent, Gail, because this is going in your house. All right, let's DIY before I get back to painting. We got to make this look like summer, guys. It's not quite there yet. Okay, so we need DIY, Bobby. Oh, I already did, but I think I'm empty, Wilson. Oh. Well, we kind of had a little teaser before I went live, and that was the end of it. Okay, let's paint with some green. What did I do with my green? Here it is. Let's paint some green. We got to get some green going on here, guys, because right now we are looking too winterish, fallish. We got to green this up. But I got to find this. I thought I could find a skinny brush besides my liner brush. This one maybe. You know what, guys? I have like 6,242 brushes. Not even kidding.
He's not.
Wilson agrees with me. I am not kidding. And if you join my art camp, which opens tomorrow for all my early campers, if you're on my wait list, my early camper wait list, tomorrow's the day, guys. Tomorrow's the day to sign up. Then you're going to find out what all my brushes do. Okay, so we're going to make some hollyhocks over here. This brush is way too wide for Scott, so we're just going to go down here on the bottom. We got to get some greenery in here. We got to make it green. They got through winter. They got through spring, and now things are starting to green up. So I don't want to make the whole picture. It still looks like a garage door. It still looks huge. We might have to gap up that door a little bit. So what we're trying to do is not take away from everything in the picture, but just bring a little bit of different season to it. So now I'm going to add some white to my green. So I can add a little contrast in there. Not enough. There we go. All right, let's get a darker green because now that I'm seeing I don't have much of a contrast. So we're going to go in with a little bit darker green. And add a few shadows in there. Really, you should have the shadows first, but it is what it is. You probably won't even be able to see that over there when I put the trees on, the leaves on the trees. But that's okay. All right, then we're going in here. Remember, we want this to be coneflowers, but I don't want to cover up all of that original paint. I want to keep some of it. Are we turning it into summer, guys? This color that I'm using right now is Eden. My farmhouse, fancy farmhouse, wasn't enough of a contrast. This right here is a little tree bush. So we're going to make that into like a hydrangea bush is what I'm thinking. And then where there is no grass, I'm going to leave it because that is going to be like the original painting still coming through. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. Yes.
Hey there.
Hey, Patricia. Oh, this is where I thought about doing water, a little stream in there, but we're gonna stick with the no stream for right now and just go with a grass look. And this some right here and back there. And now I need these. That little cart thing is going to stay the original color. I'm going to not cover him up at all. It is. I was going to say I should have taken a before picture, but I did. I did take a before picture. Okay. Wilson made my drink, Judy, so DIY. All right. I need a little contrast in some of these leaves and that grass right here. I don't know why, because I'm going to be putting flowers by them and you'll never know, but that's just me. Nothing is ever one color. You probably all are tired of looking at my head, but that's what you get tonight. Okay. The guy signed it, so I'm not going to cover up his signature. It's right there. I don't know what it is, but it's right there. Let's make some flowers. We're going to go in with pink. We also need a weathered wood for my cone flowers. I should be looking at my reference pictures, huh? Me? No. So the beauty about painting this small is You just have to make the illusion like these are flowers, and people think, oh, those are pink, growing in the grass, so they must be flowers. They don't even have to look like flowers. Granted, mine will look like flowers, but they don't even have to. Like, look at these. Do they look like flowers? Wow. That's just part of the flower right now. They don't look like flowers yet. Okay. Now we're going to do some pink. Because coneflowers are pink. They're pretty pink. So I mixed DIY petticoat pink with Painterly from It's the Love Language. Because I wanted a really nice, pretty pink. But I mixed petticoat pink with it. I added too much water. See how, like, you can all do this. Find that picture at the thrift store. And if it looks like something that you want to keep the original and make it fall or make it winter, make it summer, it's fun. Now there's just a few of them in the distance that you're not even going to be able to make out. So you just put these pink spots everywhere. Not even kidding. The more non-relatable they are to a flower, the more they look like they're in the distance. All right, hollyhocks by the barn. I printed off something that looked like hollyhocks. Yeah, I don't know if you were here, but I printed off a fence one and it had some chickens. And I'm like, oh, maybe she wants some chickens by her barn. These hollyhocks are going to be a reddish pink. So I'm taking DIY marquee red. And I'm mixing it with the pink that we just used on the coneflowers. Oh, you're fine. I am making over this print that I found at a thrift store for my sister Gail.
Yes, it's chicken are fun.
Oh, he wants chicken. I don't know if I can do chickens, Gail. We're gonna find out. It's got to be in your house if I mess it up, not mine. I don't know where I'd put a chicken. Maybe back here, right here. I could put a chicken or two right there. All right, there's that. Now we got to add a little contrast to them. And then a little white. And then a little white on these. We need more white for them. All right. What are we missing? I don't like my burn quilt. I don't like my burn quilt. I'm going to pinky up the red. Oh, we were going to put a pot on that wheelbarrow thing. I don't know what that thing is. Wilson, what's that thing? A very old wheelbarrow? A flat base? Okay. Wilson says it's a wheelbarrow. We're going with that. Okay, we're going to put this terracotta looking pot on the wheelbarrow. First, we got to age it. Like they all age with the limestoney on it. And we need to put some plants in there. I don't know what we're going to put in there. I'm kind of hanging down by anything. I suppose petunias or something like that. And then since Gail had daisies for her wedding, we got to put.
Daisies.
I didn't even see that.
Nope, you just said daisies.
We got to put daisies in there somewhere. Yeah. We got to put daisies in there somewhere. Okay, so there's the greenery. There's the leaves. Oh, guys, what else? So let's see. What did I do? Let me mark it up. I did the sunrise. I did the hollyhocks. I did the barn quilt. I did the coneflowers by the rocks. I did the pot on the cart. I did the pink house with white trim on the windows or yellow trim on the windows. So the only thing I didn't do yet is the daisies on the front, the white fence, and the windmill I'm not going to do. I didn't print that off, and I don't know what it would be. Oh, and then we got to put leaves on those trees. That is what's going to help. Diana says an apple tree. I see that. So you're right. That one right there would make a fantastic apple tree. Yes. I added a little bit of pink to this barn quilt instead of the red, and it really blends in with the house and the flowers a little bit more. So I like that look. Do I want flowers around this? Oh, we were gonna do daisies, so maybe I could incorporate some daisies here. I printed off daisies in the front.
You also 26 years tomorrow.
Oh wow!
We haven't found out.
Who the is Alice? Anybody know that song? That was their wedding song. 26 years. Okay.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary, Gail. Wilson and I stood up for that wedding. We were supposed to be, were we best man and maid of honor? I think so too. We were supposed to influence them right. I don't know if we did that. We were supposed to take care of them. I don't know if we did that either. We couldn't find Alice. Okay. Martha Stewart was there, guys. Martha Stewart was there. She came to my sister Gail's wedding because Gail wrote her a letter and told her she had her famous chicken recipe, and Martha needed to come to her wedding to get the recipe. It was an award-winning chicken recipe, and Martha needed to come get it. So Martha Stewart came to her wedding and got the chicken recipe and a lot of other stuff. We took her bar hopping. Okay. Let's reminisce about that wedding. Woo, it was a fun time. Okay, so we're going to put some daisies right here in the corner. I am going to cover up this artist's name. I am. He's going to be sad, but it's okay. This is watercolor paper, so I spritzed it with water because I want that watercolor look a little bit more than just the painterly look. And then I'm going to have to let it dry. I don't want paint to go outside the trim.
Yep, I'm happy anniversary, Gail and Bill.
Thank you, Deb. All right. That added a little something to that corner. A little something, something. Oh, thank you. Okay. I see that we're a little lopsided. While I let that dry, I'm going to add some chickens. We're seriously going to add chickens. What is wrong with me? We're going to add some brown chicken, some white chicken. Okay. So since these are, they got to go over here because I'm off balance now. I got to put something over here. So I need to look at a chicken a little bit more. I don't normally paint chickens. Okay. There goes. Cats, dogs? No, we're not putting no cats and dogs on here. I'll go with chicken. Okay. So if I go, don't laugh at my chicken yet. He's not done. Then I gotta have like another one over here. And he's gonna be standing. No, he's gonna be looking at me more. They're gonna look better as soon as they get a home on them. Or whatever that thing is. Okay, there's another chicken. I don't want them all brown, so I'm only making a couple right now. So then I think I'm making a rooster. All right, guys, bear with me. This is the first time I painted a chicken. Ever. This one, I think, is a rooster. He's going to have some big tail feathers. And I got to get some white chickens over there too, but I got to finish my brown ones. Mr. Rooster is going to get some orange in them. I don't even know what a chicken looks like.
Everything is you can do it, you can do it.
This one, let's add a little highlight to him right here. Okay, now let's add some white chicken. Well, they can't be real white. We gotta start out with a little brown in them. Okay. These are, they do look like chickens. They look like chickens. We're making chickens. Now make a couple more. Okay, there's one white chicken. Let's do another white chicken back here. He's got to be much smaller because he's way back there. All right, that's 5 chickens. We're going with 5 chickens. Now I need red. No, they're not going to have eyeballs or smiley faces. We're just going to have that cone thing on their head. And then the rooster, it's one under his chin too, right? That thing under his chin. Normal chickens don't have that, do they? Do chickens have this or just a rooster? And then we need some feet. We need chicken legs. Yeah. That's a chicken or a rooster?
A rooster.
Okay. A chicken doesn't have it, does it? All right, guys. We are going late here. Are you guys still with me or do you want me to quit? DIY, if I gotta still keep going. Daisies and leaves on the trees. That's what we're doing yet. Yeah, Wilson's got to be up at 4. It'll be fine. We got to do some daisies for Gail. Oh, we got to put some flowers in that pot. We're gonna put. Oh, I got to make an apple tree. We're gonna put. This is gonna be a geranium. All right. Gotta get a little white into my geranium. There. Yeah. Oh yeah, Gail, I gotta put your Bronco in there.
Dana says DIY, keep going.
All right, keep going. DIY, Dana. I can do this. If I don't do it here with you guys, I gotta finish it later. So this actually, it looks like there'd be a stream coming through here. And then I just smeared my paint. It's okay, leaves are going on that tree. Doesn't it look like it does? It does, guys, it does. I am going to give you a stream. I have to give you a stream. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Now I gotta look up my stream. Where's my stream? There it is. It does look like a stream going through there. So the only bad thing is I gotta make it wet. Gotta be a wet water. Oh, it's gonna go all the way up to that edge of the. Yeah, Carol, it's like this was an old painting that I'm making over, and I just keep adding more and more stuff to it. I added chickens, Carol. Yes, Wilson still has his 100-day clock. It has not been 100 days yet. Got 30 in. A lot more to go. All right, look at that. Guess what? Now I need to put some rocks in there when it dries. We're gonna leave that for a bit. Excellent. But does it need rocks sitting in there? How are the chickens? Are the chickens balancing out all this over here? You can't see my white ones? Oh, they're there. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. Now I gotta go back to my daisies. Yeah, Carol, I painted chickens. Okay, that's what I thought. I see rocks. Now we're painting daisies. Carol agrees with Gail and the rocks. Okay.
was running
Oh, yeah. Guess what? You step on the rocks. That's how you're going to get them. Okay, these daisies are going to go way in the front. So they're going to be like huge right here. And then there'll be some that are more tiny. Yeah, you got to, hopefully they like absorb all the moisture from the stream. Oh yeah. Gail, this would remind you of Rocky Carey, and we went down Rocky Carey. That was terrible. It was fun, but it was stressful.
I'm late.
Oh, Lori, you're fine. We don't mind. We're just painting here. All right. Those are the middles. Now let's get to the daisy part. Wear your flip flops. Okay, I added some blue to this white because we got to have a bit of a contrast there first. Otherwise, we won't see them. Oh, how fun. Oh, I'd love to. Give me a minute. Okay. Now we go straight in with the white. So my art camp opens tomorrow. If you're on the early bird, early camper wait list. If you're not on that wait list, you gotta wait. So make sure if you want to sign up for art camp that you get on that list, or you're gonna have to wait. Because I'm not like really teaching you anything when I do these live on Wednesday. I'm just painting and you're just watching. So I'm not teaching you a whole lot of anything. But we're going to make those daisies pop a little bit more. They're still not popping yet. But when you join my art camp, I actually teach you how to paint. And I teach you about color and how to mix color and all kinds of fun stuff. So Tomorrow, if you're on the wait list, you'll get a deal. DIY. So I plan to go live tomorrow. We need to do leaves on the trees. I plan to go live tomorrow to talk about art camp. Not really to do anything. Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll mix some colors or something. Show you something. So I'm thinking 3 o'clock Central Time. So make sure if you're done with work by 3 o'clock that you come watch me. And if you're not, you can always watch the replay. Marla says, I can't tell if I'm on the list or not. Marla, let me write you down. Everyone that was on my list, I sent them all an email last week. And they got a sneak peek to a video. So they actually got to go over to YouTube and watch a video and learn how to paint a strawberry. So if you didn't get that, make sure it's not in your junk. It would be coming from the painted photographer. So make sure I'm not in your junk, because it'll go to the same place tomorrow. All right. Leaves. Leaves, leaves, leaves. We're going to go to this apple tree first.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, this one's going to be an apple tree. So we're going to let that dry first. Look at that. It's got leaves. Oh, Marla, you got that? Then you're in. You'll get the one tomorrow. Okay. This is a hydrangea bush. We're going to have to put some white flowers on that. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget the white flowers on the hydrangea bush. And then we have this tree. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to cover up all of the branch. But in the summertime, you really can't see much of those branches anyway. You mostly see the leaves. So all I'm doing is pouncing my brush onto the stems, to the branches. And then I mix a little white in with my green, and I'm using Eden. I mix a little white in there and then go over the top for a little bit of contrast. This one's kind of on the back side. So it's going to be a little bit darker. Those, I forgot about those trees back there. They're really in the dark, in the shadows. So they're going to get some leaves. Oh, Lisa, I didn't even look up a weather vane, so I don't even know what a weather vane looks like. So I don't know if that'll happen. All right, some of this is the original back here, so I'm going to leave it. Oh, there's some branches right here. They're way in the distance. When your brush gets like almost no paint in it, then that's when you can start pouncing for the backgrounds. All right, that tree, the last tree that's left, I want it to be a little bit lighter and a little bit brighter. So we're going to add that, which is Eden, and electrified. Which gives us a lighter green. I don't really know where this picture, this print stops at the top. It's like cut off right there. So I don't know if there was a mat or not. I don't think there was. So we're going to go all the way to that make-believe mat right there. And then white into that green, that more yellowy green. All right, we put leaves on the trees, guys. Apples. That was a good idea, whoever said apples. I like it.
Loaded. Loaded. Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Thank you, Carol. All right, we're going to leave those apples with, I don't think a highlight. I kind of like them. And then We have to make those daisies brighter. So when you need the brightest white ever, you go with the golden paint. Or you can use DIY's Cottage Color white linen. That's really white. Marla said, I'm afraid I signed up under 2 different accounts. That doesn't matter, Marla. You get it twice then. The only thing, the Goldens have a different sheen to them. I sent an email, but not sure it went through. You sent an email to me, Diana? Or you signed up for the art? Yeah, the daisies. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Gail. So this golden white is just a little bit brighter white, and it just has a different sheen to it. But when I get all done with this, I'm going to wax it anyway. When it dries all night, then tomorrow I'll wax it. So it won't matter. It'll all have the same sheen then. This is just a little bit brighter white, kind of pops a little bit more. And then we need some hydrangeas, and they are, do I have any weathered wood on here? I do not. Weathered wood. They're kind of a weathered wood white. And I stick my hand in daisy. Okay, so that's that. And then I need my white again. And then we make little lines all over them. They look like petals. This white balances off that white, and also the white of the chickens, even though Wilson has a hard time seeing them. Does anybody else have a hard time seeing those chickens, the white ones? You know what? I can give them a little weathered wood look to them. And then top them off with a little white. There.
Yes, it's beautiful. I can see it.
Okay. Well, we can see them better now. All right. Oh, we need rocks in the water, guys. Rocks in the water. I don't know, guys. Are we ever going to be done? Wilson does have to go to work at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
No, I gotta get up.
Oh, you got to get up at 4. Oh. I don't really want weathered wood. I want gray rocks. Well, I kind of want brownish gray rock. Okay. Gosh, I hate this brush. I gotta go back to my stream because I think, oh, I'm off my frame here. I think there were rocks in my stream. Yes. There's some rocks. Now we need that blue water. I don't think I have any of that blue left. We are almost done, guys. I hope you're still sticking with me. I got quiet there for a minute. I'm on the downward path here, guys. I think we're done. What do you think? Who has made it this long? 2 hours. Honey, all I can say is wow, amazing. Let me show that. The talent is awesome. It is the same picture, but in color. Thanks for sharing your talent. You're welcome, Susan. That's sweet. So yes, now Wilson, can you get the frame? I didn't even use that. Oh, you didn't. I'm sorry. I thought I gave it to you, but I had it. So now my sister needs to tell me if I painted her old frame. Like I said, it's wrinkled, but it's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You're all so sweet. Okay. I got something under there.
Yeah, this is amazing picture.
Let me do this right. So it is warped, but like I said, all I will do is let this dry, and then I will paint the back side of it. I'll just paint it solid white, which then there's no competition in paint on one side and not on the other for paper. And so then I'll paint it white on the back side, let that dry, and then sandwich it between 2 pieces of cardboard and let it sit under something heavy for a few days. Then it'll flatten right out and it'll be fine. But that is so cool, guys. Like we did that tonight. We did that. You guys are amazing. That's all I can say. You're so amazing. You all helped me make that tonight. And that's all for my sister Gail. She wants one for every season. So Zella said, this is such a transformation. I love it. Thank you. Gail, you are amazing. You are amazing. So it's going into her sewing room. She's an amazing quilter. You would not believe the talent that that girl has. Diana gave some hearts. Lisa said that is so beautiful. Carla gave some hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need a DIY, guys. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Carol. Cindy from CNC DIY Factor says, amazing. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Lisa. Carrie says, lucky Gail. She is a lucky girl. I have one for her for Christmas too, and I'll be doing that in a YouTube video, in a edited YouTube video. So if you want to see her Halloween one, it's right there in the link. If you want to see her Halloween transformation that I did. Now this will go in for her summer, and it has a barn quilt, just like her last one has a barn quilt. And then we're going to do a winter, and then we're going to do a spring. So you will see the winter one on a YouTube. Carol says, you're so talented. Thank you, Carol. Aspen said, you rock, girl. So talented. Thank you, Aspen. And then I shared the link. So you can go watch the Halloween one, the fall one on there. That was, I amazed myself. I turned a Amish buggy into a hearse. Not even kidding. I changed an Amish buggy into a hearse. What else did I do? Amish ladies, I changed them into witches. I added pumpkins, I added bats. It was cool. So you go watch that. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Again, my art camp goes live tomorrow. If you're not on the wait list, get on the wait list. There's a special deal for anyone who's on the early camper wait list. So I can't wait to share what I have with you. What I do love is to share. And what I love to share is I love to teach. And it's just me. It's just cool. A windmill. Nope, Lisa, it's perfect just the way it is. I love it just the way it is. When I was writing some of those things down, those were just some of the ideas. And Gail said, thank you, Connie. You're very, very welcome. Happy anniversary to you and Bill tomorrow. Enjoy your special day. And on that note, until next time, happy painting.